Wow. That's amazing. Is that supposed to be a reflect? Who? Why is there an angel flying in the sky? Was that just like a detail you added? Ah. Well. So this is Dusky Bridge. Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma? Yes, well, what can you say? It's a better drawing than you expected. Yeah. Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. This just gets more hilarious by the second. Mm-hmm. No one has the bravery to bring it up, it seems. Why the fuck? This mysterious flying object. Larry. What? The burning bridge is fine. But what is that unfortunate looking figure? Oh, you spotted that. I thought you might. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. Iris, what?! She wasn't actually really up there. Why am I even asking that question? Of course she wasn't. She wasn't. She wasn't. I keep wanting to say, like, right after it, you know, to make sure. So what would have happened if she injured herself flying like that? Was it his imagination? Larry, please, answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames? It looked like she herself was on fire. This is more insane than the circus one. Like with the magician flying away? Huh. What was that for? I felt like it. This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly. Oh, but I'll tell you what. Actually, there is some precedent for this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to Earth. What, me? This witness is your friend, is he not? So, accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth. Was she just quoting me? I don't know. By force, if necessary, yes. Okay. Looks like I got another reason to remember this moron. Well, what did you think about a debut piece? Get that thing away from me! Larry's sketch added to the court record. Now hurry up and cross-examine him. What is left to even... What? Is there more? Sketching in front of the bridge, I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. I don't think she was wearing her white hood at the time, right? Hadn't she already given it to me earlier that day? Just where did you see this sight from? Hey, no need to shout. When I was lying in bed in that rundown shack. The crack of the lightning bolt made a crack in my ass. I realized the bridge was burning. Just watched it for a while from there, thinking how nicely it was burning. Then after about 5 minutes, I saw it. The defendant flying. That's right. Donald. That man over there is flying. Right, Gloria! That's when I decided to go to the bridge. Well, okay, that does make more sense, at least than it did. Yeah. Yes, this sketch doesn't make any sense. I just need to convince the artist that his work is ludicrous. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then he came running up. What am I even trying to prove here? Okay. Oh, the white hood, yeah. Oh, wait, let me go back. Receive before, protects evil spirits. I'm gonna try it. Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 if that it's the truth. Well, you're down $1 then, sir. If that is truly the case, then there's one thing we can say for certain. That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris. Ooh, oh, you're gonna break his heart. Oh, and you're gonna break his face while you're at it. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. Mm-hmm. Correct. Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris. And Iris is my darling hood. And Red Robin Hood. There are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench. I can't take this anymore, man. Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. That's right. Your girl's sleeping around. It could have been you that took flight, and you were wearing it too at one point. What are you talking about? I think you understand damn well that's what I mean, sir. Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood? Doesn't matter. Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why you, Nick, you dog! I'm a dog. I'm a pig, I'm a dog! So excuse me if I drool. Don't do down, came round, called an old man came. Fall and hit the ground. Wow. So don't be that hard on him, jeez. At least give him his picture back. Ugh. Yeah, what is it now? Feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. What? After 25 years, this is going to be the time, right? This is going to be the time that you stupefy me. I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Dude, this better be freaking amazing. Okay. The floor is yours, sir. Didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch, and show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality. Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain. Pain? Yeah, no kidding. Jeez. 5 minutes left on the chicken. Proof that Iris flew. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led to me finding the beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow, and it's the amethyst from the staff that Bavmorda had, and it's got blood on it too, so I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. Well. This one. Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. Nope. Not anymore. Where did you find that? Let me see, around here somewhere? Looks about right. And it was half buried in the snow. Huh. Okay. Well, there you go. There's something on it, isn't there? There's something onyx. Might be more like it. A bloodstain. Everybody's so surprised, and it's like we already know what it is. You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore. Yes, he did. Proof that Iris flew. Well, well. Yeah, I can't be this... How am I gonna do this? Like, oh, this chicken's gonna come out. I guess I can just keep it warm. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. You were so worried. Searched all over for her. Beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow. No one else could have lost the crystal sphere. Alright, let me see. Well, the question is, do we present the staff or at least his profile? I'm gonna try the staff. Shit, I should have saved. Larry, that night, there was someone. Someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was. Who? Who was this stupid idiot? Miss Elise Donham, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? Yes, the victim. There you go. On the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere. Hey. That's my photograph. Give it back. Nope. A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch. Okay. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime. It sure enough is. So now what's up? That was a lot of bloods. I should have helped him out, I guess. It's too late now. Unless you want to... No, never mind. If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, certainly it was not Iris, after all. She was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. Uh-oh. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was Bavmorda. Was she the Wicked Witch of the West? A fool alongside... Never mind. Which I prefer to call Scribble is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. Yeah. Nothing more than a red herring. I would hardly call it that at this point. 1 minute, 13 seconds. Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Are we sure about that? She may have gone before she was murdered. I think. Scatterbrains and clowns. Well, clowns makes sense because we experienced it with them. The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case?
Objection!
That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder? There's blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. Yeah, that actually makes sense. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. What? Are you saying he did it? Sorry about that. Oh, that is so loud. I should go get those, otherwise I'm going to forget about them and they're going to bin. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're going to have to hurry this up. Those things are going to get cold in there. You mean I'm the killer? Enough joking. Just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case. That's true. It could have been there since last week. She makes a valid point. Well, no, I mean, it was on the thing, so we know it was at some point taken off of the thing. There is no evidence that Bavmorda left the temple. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely. Ugh. Mr. Edgeworth, I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Well, we can't let that happen now, can we? Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment. You say that as if you're not doing it to me every night over there across down the other side of the planet. Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? Oh, fuck. Oh. Before the murder took place. Okay, the murder took place at 11. But there's no way of knowing when the sphere was dropped. We know it was dropped in the snow. Wait a minute. It stopped snowing. When did it stop snowing? It stopped snowing 10 minutes before the murder. Dude, oh, that's it! Ugh. I didn't even realize until after I said it. Then I was like, oh, dude, I just said the words before the murder. Oh my god. That's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. You will do what? That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered. Funny you should say that word. That should come as no surprise. Because right now I am Phoenix Wright. And I am indeed cornered. I ordered you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Wait a minute, how the hell am I going to present that? Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. Okay. We have the weather data. The murder happened at 11. But that doesn't prove when the sphere was dropped. Do we have anything that says anything about the snow? Let's see. Found half covered in snow. Let's do that. This crystal sphere It was half buried in the snow, correct? Well, that's what I thought you meant. That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing. Even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing. On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. Oh, damn. That was kind of tricky, man. Order, order, order! So on the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused this crystal sphere to come loose. What could that have been? Maybe she ran over it with a snowblower. This sphere. There is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. Whoa. The murder didn't take place in the courtyard? Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness. Just who is the fool? And which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma? Well, let her tell you. Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant. Well, it's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. That's the same thing! No, it's not. You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Uh-oh. I think I heard a toilet flush. The Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed. Thus, there was no bleeding. There still would be some, but I guess, you know. Yeah, that it was, and that's what the snowmobile is for. Sure. I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove the possibility it happened as I presume. Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried. Do we have it in here? We don't have the snowmobile itself. We have a picture of it. Not that picture. This one. Yeah. Let's do it. On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile, you idiots! Ah, of course! As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained. You know, I'm gonna have to eat while I record, I guess. I'll be right back. This is the worst video ever, man. Man. There's no way I'm gonna be able to eat all these. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon. Instead, it was used to dispose of the body. Or carry a body, rather. Oh boy. Everybody's freaking out. This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You dug yourself into your own grave. What do you mean? I'm not the one who's dead here. The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? Unless... Wait a minute. Well, who else could have done it? Oh no. Well, that's true. Further investigation. Yeah, let's get out there, man. I'm just gonna shut up. Should we just whip the picture? Jeez. Well, we have to assume that for now, but how are they going to explain that? I mean, even the other case with the cape and all, and the bust, you could kind of see that coming, but this... Unless somehow she was falling, you know? But I don't think... It was so good. Oh, you know she does. Really? Nope. Well, snow is slippery after all. Here we go, that counter's going up. Shit, I really do have to do that counter now, don't I? After making this many references to it. Oh, he's finally dead. Yay. Or not yay, but... Alright, we'll address those. Counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution, and whoever decides to help him with it. Wait, he needs 2 days to recover. It's only been 1 day. Court is now adjourned. So is, like, Phoenix taking over for the last half of this? Oh, I was kind of hoping to go all the way with Edgeworth, but I guess that's Von Karma's job, so whatever. Yeah. Wow. Well, I can't very well continue on playing this with all these fish sticks sitting here. Oh, God, he's staying at the Hottie Clinic. You're scaring me, man. Alright, next time on Phoenix Wright, we pick up with Phoenix. Hey, maybe this is the hospital where he was watching the video at the end of the last part. For some reason, I always thought maybe he was in there and someone else was the patient. I never thought that he'd be the patient. That's cool, though. Anyway, yeah, see you guys later.